years. The sun setting on the 6th day. This Continental 2026 FIFA World Cup. And the world turns its eyes to the USA's soccer capital, the Heartland, on this temperate evening in Kansas City. Built in 1972, Kansas City Stadium should play host to about 76,000 on this day. A city defined by soccer for the better part of half a century. Home to Sporting Kansas City in Major League Soccer, Kansas City current of the National Women's Soccer League. The FIFA World Cup comes to Kansas City for the first time.
Very special guest.
A very pleasant good evening with Courtney Sweetman Kirk, Mike Watts on hand. You and I have been now in Kansas City for the better part of 3-4 days. This is fever pitch that we're experiencing now, but it's built toward this. The atmosphere should be brilliant.
Yeah, it should be absolutely fantastic. And I think even coming to the game today, 3-4 hours before kickoff, the atmosphere was already building. And as you say, even in the few days before that we've been around in Kansas, seeing a lot of Argentina shirts, I must admit, not so many of the Algeria ones, but they've turned out in their numbers today, and it's fantastic to see.
Vladimir Petkovic, the head coach for Algeria, described maybe a 15% Algerian presence. The likes of Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs famed quarterback, in attendance. If there's a celebrity in America that loves the beautiful game, they're probably going to be in the venue tonight. And the reason is rather obvious. It's the reigning World Cup champion. It's maybe the greatest player of all time, 20 years on from his World Cup debut. Lionel Messi and Argentina lead this Group J alongside Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Surely Argentina the favorite, but they've been very quick to say this match could cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and they know because they've been there 4 years previous in Qatar when they lost to Saudi Arabia, so they know that absolutely nothing is a given coming into this game, so they have to perform. And yes, they are the overwhelming favourites, there's no doubt about that, but Algeria are here not just to make up the numbers, but to try and cause an upset tonight.
For so many years, Lionel Messi was at the fate of unmet expectation. Finally, he wins the World Cup trophy. Now there's expectations previously unmet for 62 years. How do they possibly go back-to-back? That journey, it starts tonight.
Yeah, it's huge. I think only Italy and Brazil are the only other national sides to do that, so it's no mean feat. And whether it be in a World Cup or domestic competitions, every player knows that going back-to-back is one of the most difficult things to do. And for me, they've probably got a bit of an aging team. Not much has changed, which in one way is good. But maybe you could argue that the turnover, the young blood coming in hasn't quite been quick enough, but we'll see. And when you've got a player like Lionel Messi in your team, you've always got a chance because he can bring up some magic. But, you know, he's had a season that's, you know, he's had some nick.
A familiar face, the referee from Poland, 45-year-old Szymon Marciniak. His third World Cup, he oversaw Argentina's triumph in Lusail against France. Argentina's round of 16 fixture against Australia, and a group stage match in Moscow against Iceland in 2018. Tomasz Kwiatkowski, the VAR from Poland. An Argentina team defined by its experience, Courtney. 6 of the 11 starting today started the final in 2022.
Yeah, and I think for me, Enzo Fernandez is going to be one of the most important players. Messi, he's a wonderful footballer still, but he is slowing down.
Lautaro gets the first touch for Argentina. We're underway in Kansas.
Fernandez is going to be one of the most important players. Messi, he's a wonderful footballer still, but he is slowing down.
Lautaro gets the first touch for Argentina. We're underway in Kansas City. Algeria and Argentina.
For the overlap, doesn't quite work. But you can see, in terms of that passage of...
Lionel Messi! The flag is up. It's deemed offside. It was nearly a dream. That's a moment he'd like to forget.
I think that Argentina, right-hand side, the...
Shady! Oh, what a start it is for Algeria! Faris Shady opens the scoring in stunning fashion. They've totally turned the tables on the reigning champion. Algeria ahead in Kansas City. Sliced away before Messi could collect. A free kick to Algeria, painfully won. And wins the free kick off Montiel. Well, you were excited to see it, Nori. Now I see why.
Yeah, watched him many times in the Premier
Musa
League.
scored in the pre-tournament friendly, a winner of his home stadium in the Netherlands. Leo Messi! He transcends time! His 200th cap, his 6th World Cup, another majestic moment for Lionel Messi.
He makes football look.
Andy playing forward. Messi only played 20 minutes in the two. It's a bit lackadaisical from the back, Montiel. And that takes us to a hydration break on a temperate night in Kansas City. Leo Messi scores a brilliant 17th minute go-ahead. Argentina 1, Algeria 0. Well, Algeria felt like they'd go toe-to-toe with Argentina in the opening minutes, and it led to quite an entertaining start. Both sides, goal ultimately deemed offside. In effect, at the FIFA World Cup, teams have found ways to try and alter momentum. If you're Algeria, pressure from Messi billowing forward.
Luxon for their Monday seemed too much of a bad challenge, but I do think there's no malice in it. Just on the
foul from Gouiri. You mentioned his frustration. He's touched the ball the least of any player on the field, just 5 touches.
I think the problem for me is as well. Now, I would imagine so. I mean, everything that the doctors and the physios can do now in terms of obviously the strap-ins, the injections and everything else, it shouldn't cause him too much pain, but the less he has to do, the better. That's always the case for
Messi.
It's a cheeky one. Saw Zidane out of position.
Messi, return, couldn't slip by. Mondi cleans it up. And the offside flag was raised. Never would. Angled across, Martinez guarding the post. Touches away the shabby effort.
ما عملت الصح والصعب والسهل، ما عملت السهل بتقول تضربها في إطار انتهى المرمى. والله هذا الرجل هذا يا سبحان الله. موسى يلعبها بينية من هنا لفارس، فارس والعرضية. فارس شاربي مرة ثانية يطلب كرات في العمق الأمام. حذر يا رفيق، حذر يا رفيق، حذر يا رفيق، وفي خطأ. نعم يستغفر الحكم لصالح المنتخب الأرجنتيني. العالية المرفوعة من هنالك، مرفوعة من ميسي الراسية، مرت سلامات، والحكم يصفر نهاية الشوط. 1-0 للأرجنتين أمام الجزائر. أعود والتقي بكم مع بداية الشوط الثاني بعد حين بإذن الله تعالى. سلام.
شكرا للزميلين.
وسيكون هنالك تفاهم وثقة أكبر بينهم. هم يحاولون أن يبحثوا عن بعضهما البعض، وبالتالي هذا ما يمكن أن نشاهده في المباراة القادمة، ولكن مع الإرهاق وكذلك الطقس ربما يتسبب في بعض الإرهاق الإضافي في الشوط الثاني.
Here's the shot from effort. The effort from distance from Messi. Gets Patrick Mahomes up out of his seat.
They do well, Argentina here to win it back.
Little back, Messi pursues. Mondi Sweeps it clear. Martinez swiped by Zidane. Clear, he's suffering. Well, getting to percolate the service all the way across. Never got to Gonzalez.
Brilliant interception by Mondi, it really is. And you always run the danger in that position that you're going to turn it into your own net, but he knows that.
Big deflection! Got it home! That's 2 for Messi! The second leading scorer in the history of the World Cup now! And Argentina's talisman delivers yet again!
That was the right place at the right time.
This be the moment! Zidane, just enough to whisk away Messi's effort toward a hat-trick.
Well, the whole stadium held its breath.
Slides it centrally, and this shot runs wide of Emi Martinez. That's as good a chance as Algeria's had in the half. Aouar off the mark. Former French international back in 2020, a singular cap. Regretted that decision. Ultimately debuted in 2023 for Algeria as we reach the second half hydration break in Kansas City. Messi twice. Argentina 2, Algeria 0.
But that was the moment, wasn't it, for Messi, where everyone was on their feet, everyone held their breath, thinking that a little bit of history was going to be made tonight. But all credit to Zidane. He does well, he doesn't go down too quickly. He stays big for as long as he can, and big hand to push it away from goal in the end.
And DePaul.
There we go.
An unsurprising spectator. Zinedine Zidane looks on. Luka. Messi! His first World Cup hat-trick! And it's a record setter! One of one. McAllister provides quite the moving screen.
Very much a body check, wasn't it?
We've announced 69,045 with the expanded field that they've placed here in Kansas City. That's a sellout. Massa being attended to. Sana Gonzalez. Well, Vladimir Pekovic said, coming in. That's a free kick. Seated in a very dangerous place to Aouar.
Alistair isn't happy with this decision at all. He's still pleading his innocence.
It's Mahrez off the wall.
Of his own.
Into stoppage time. Let's play out all over again.